Today's little video, we're gonna reframe this wall and clean it up. It's time to get to the exciting part, which, well, okay, we're gonna obviously do more demos, so it's gonna be like the same thing all over again, but then we can actually frame it up. So what I'm gonna do first is cut a nice straight line here, completely remove all this extra stuff that's in here that doesn't need to be here, and then we're gonna frame it up like a little wall, rip this out, clean it up, fix it, and then we'll get to the next part. We are now at the part where I've cut most of the wood out. So we can see here, there's obviously a modular building. You see how they spray foamed on the sheetrock onto the roof. I wouldn't really call them rafters, but I guess they are rafters. I guess those are the floor joists up there. Those are TGIs, which, by the way, are amazing. I love TGIs. But it's crazy how much wood goes into these cavities. So the wall is mainly just wood, so there really is no insulation in this wall. So I guess it must have been cold in there. I mean, I even ripped out the part of the header so I can put another piece in there. And now I'm gonna move over the scaffolding and rip the right side. And then once that's done, I can start framing. I finished the demo work, and now we're on to the best part, which is the framing. And I just put in this piece of lumber that's gonna, I just cut everything shorter and was like, you know what? Let's just build a regular wall inside the wall and make it a little bit more standard, give it a little bit more insulation, but also bear the load from the top of the, so that's the subfloor from the finished floor above, and this is the ceiling below it. So I'm gonna bear this load all the way down to there with a couple studs, insulate it, sheet it, get done with it. So that's at least the plan. Let's do it. We are now done with the framing, and that's kind of what it looks like. Obviously, it's a lot cleaner than what they had before. And the next step we're gonna do now is put the insulation in to keep the whole building nice and warm, because it really didn't have anything before, but now we're gonna add some just to like make up for what they didn't have. We just finished insulating, and that's what that looks like. We pushed our rock wool, our R23 rock wool bats into the cavity. Now, the thing I like about rock wool the most is that it's fireproof. The plywood has all been nailed off. It's perfect. It looks really good. It's super solid, and it's ready for a nice long life. But it's time to waterproof between the door and the plywood, because we don't want the water just coming here like last time, being an inch away, the foam deteriorating, the water going straight in. So this piece of janky door trim right here with all the layers of silicone on it, it's time for it to go. So we're gonna toss that away, and we're gonna make our own. So what I have here is a new beautiful head flashing for a door. And so I'm gonna tape the top of this flashing to the plywood, and that's gonna get any water that comes down the wall. It's gonna hit and go outside the building. And this just keeps it completely waterproof, and I made it out of heavy gauge aluminum because I want it to last forever and never have another problem, because anything I touch, if I have to do it twice, I hate myself for it. So let's get this head flashing on, and I'll show you guys what that looks like after. Okay, here's what I was trying to explain to you guys before, is that this head flashing now diverts the water over the door. And so I have this little tiny piece of flashing here. I'd love to actually put a 1.5 inch real nice kick on there, but I can't because it'll ruin the look of the rest of the building. So same thing over here, and I bent the corners down so no water gets in. Let's get to the house wrap part of it. Let's get this done. Let's go home. Isaac, what are we using today? Ooh, it's that Benjamin Optic Hydro Gap. Ooh, look at the little braille on there. That's gonna help us to like have better drainage. Ooh, soft and smooth. Oh yeah. All right guys, let's put this house wrap on. Let's get it done. Sun's going down. We gotta go. It's gonna rain tonight. We gotta hurry. All right, we're now at the point where the hydro gap is on and it's all waterproof, ready to go. So that's what that looks like now. It's nice and clean. We're ready for siding, but we don't have siding because we never got it and it's kind of hard to get at this point. So I'll be back eventually to put on the siding, but that's it for this video, guys. I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay warm, stay healthy, and have a nice Christmas. Happy holidays.